Can a band truly capture the essence of classic metal while still sounding fresh and exciting? That's the question at the heart of Winds of Time, the latest release from Los Angeles' own Wings of Steel. And let me tell you, this album doesn't just answer that question, it screams it from the rooftops. But here's where it gets controversial. While some might argue that sticking too closely to the 70s and 80s metal playbook is a lack of originality, Wings of Steel proves that mastery of a genre can be just as innovative as reinventing it. So, is this album a nostalgic trip or a bold step forward? Let's dive in. First things first, why am I, Clark Kent, reviewing this instead of our resident metal guru, Steel Drum? Well, believe it or not, he handed me the reins. Maybe because my nickname, Man of Steel, makes me the next best thing. Or perhaps he's secretly grooming me as his protege, symbolically passing on the metaphorical wings of steel. Don't worry, neither of us actually has wings, though I can fly, so there's that. Either way, it's fitting that I'm here to review this sophomore effort, especially since Wings of Steel has expanded from a duo to a full-fledged band, complete with drummer Damien Renaud and a few uncredited musicians lurking in the background. So, is Winds of Time a gentle breeze or a full-on storm? Read on to find out. The addition of new members and a label has brought a slight shift in sound. But fear not, this is still a love letter to 70s and 80s anthemic metal. Gone are the genre-hopping tendencies of their debut Gates of Twilight, which Steel once called scattershot. Instead, Winds of Time is laser-focused, ditching the epic doom and bluesy vibes in favour of speed metal and power ballads. Think Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Crimson Glory and Queensryche, but with a modern edge. The album kicks off with the title track, a 10-minute epic that's a masterclass in dynamic songwriting. It's a rollercoaster of speed, melody, and no fewer than 3 blistering solos. If you're a fan of guitar heroics, this track will leave you breathless. But Wings of Steel isn't just about technical prowess. They know how to craft songs that stick with you, whether it's the adrenaline fuel Saints and Sinners, which channels painkiller-era Judas Priest, or the heartfelt ballad Crying, which nods to Motley Crue and Ozzy Osbourne. These tracks aren't just energetic or emotional, they're infectious. You'll find yourself singing along to the choruses while air guitaring like your life depends on it. And the lyrics? They're a mix of rousing and reflective. Take To Die in Holy War, for example, which tells a poignant anti-war story through doleful guitar riffs and furious blast beats. It's Iron Maiden level storytelling, and it works beautifully. The album's true masterpiece, however, is the closer, Flight of the Eagle. With its killer melody and soaring chorus, it builds slowly and methodically to a climax that's nothing short of breathtaking. It's the kind of song that gives you goosebumps and leaves you reaching for the repeat button. And this is the part most people miss. It's not just the songwriting that shines. The musicianship is flawless. Leo Unnermark's vocals are a highlight, channeling Dio and Midnight with charisma and power. Damien Renaud's drumming is equally impressive, balancing raw force with subtlety. And Parker Hallab's guitar work? Pure magic, with 80s-inspired squeals and harmonics that keep the energy levels sky high. Of course, no album is perfect. Some tracks could benefit from tighter editing, and Lights Go Out feels out of place with its Rush-inspired, epic doom vibe. It's not a bad song, but it disrupts the album's flow. Still, these are minor quibbles in the face of such a strong release. Wings of Steel has not only built on their already impressive debut, but raised the bar for what classic metal can be in 2025. Will I be lucky enough to review their next album? Only time will tell. But for now, Winds of Time is a must-listen. Rating 4.0, 5.0. Format reviewed 320 kilobit per second, MP3. Label RFL Music Entertainment. Release date October 17th, 2025. Controversial question: is sticking to a classic sound a sign of creativity or a lack of it? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your take.